going to read you one of my favorite stories called Giraffes Can't Dance. Giraffes Can't Dance by Giles Andre and Guy Parker Reese. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees, but when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Uh-oh. Looks like he fell. Now, every year in Africa, they hold a jungle dance where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad, because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. So there's all the animals at the jungle dance. That's sad that Gerald thinks he can't dance. The warthogs started waltzing. The rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced the tango that was elegant and bold. There's the warthogs. They're doing the waltz. The rhinos are dancing to some rock and roll. And the lions are doing the tango. See, they have a rose. The chimps all did the cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked toward the floor, but the lions saw him coming and they soon began to roar. "Hey, look at clumsy Gerald," the animals all sneered. "Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool." "Oh, Gerald, you're so weird." That's not a very nice thing to say. Gerald was trying, right? He was nervous about something and he thought he couldn't do it, but he walked out there anyway. I think that's really great. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. "They're right," he thought. "I'm useless. I feel like such a clot." So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He never felt so sad before. So sad and so alone. Poor Gerald. Then he found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. "The moon can be so beautiful," he whispered with a sigh. "Excuse me," coughed a cricket, who'd seen Gerald earlier on. "But sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song." That is a pretty smart cricket. Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. I think he's right. I'm sitting here right now reading this story. I can hear trees blowing in the wind. I can hear birds. I can hear a bee buzzing by my ear. Sometimes I hear a car rushing by, right? And if we think about it, they all make music, kind of like all the different instruments together make a song. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying, and his tail was swooshing round. Uh-oh, so he couldn't control it. His body was just moving because he loved the music. He threw his legs out sideways, and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt into the air. He is all the way up in the sky with the stars dancing. I think that would be my favorite place to dance, would be up in the sky with the stars. Gerald felt so wonderful, his mouth was open wide. "I am dancing! Yes, I'm dancing! I am dancing!" Gerald cried. Then one by one each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream! Gerald's the best dancer that we have ever seen!" Now they think Gerald's the best dancer. "How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how." But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. We can all dance, he said, when we find the music that we love. Thanks for listening to one of my favorite stories, and I hope that you'll dance today. And if you don't have any music, right, just go outside in your backyard or in your front yard and listen to all the sounds around you and listen to how it makes music and dance to that. And don't be afraid to dance to your own music, right? If there's a song that everybody in school likes but you don't, find your own. Find something that you love and dance to it, because everybody can dance, even giraffes.